Hi, I'm Nan Simonson. I'm inviting you into my kitchen because I have put together 2 barbecue bean dishes because I wanted to experiment with the one I liked the best. One was super simple and easy to throw together and even used an Instant Pot. The other one was more complicated, took more time, but has a lot of very nutritious ingredients and has a rather different flavor. So I'm going to give you both recipes. I'm going to a 4th of July party. This is July 2nd. I'm saving it until July 4th for an evening party, and I'm bringing the baked beans. And, well, I'll call them barbecue beans because, yeah, they'll be baked, and so they are baked beans as well. But it's plant-based. I am fully plant-based and have been for 3 years. And so they're not getting any bacon or ham or lard put into these beans to add flavor. There is actually no oil in either of these recipes. There's no sugar in either of these recipes, and there's no animal product at all, but they're very nutritious and delicious. So I'll let you decide which one you want to use. The first one is from Dr. Joel Fuhrman, who is what we call a Nutritarian. He has coined that phrase, and that is that he is whole food plant-based, but he chooses and prescribes that we spend time and attention considering what those foods are. Yes, we eat a lot of whole food plant-based carbohydrates and vegetables and fruits in a whole food plant-based diet, but sometimes people treat that very casually. They think a couple of pieces of toast and a little bit of hummus is a great meal, and it's not a bad meal, but there's other things we need. So he's created an acronym and put together in just a phrase what he considers the most important foods to take advantage of on a daily basis, and he has coined that G-BOMBs. G is for greens, all greens, as many as we can get in, have a big salad every single day. B is for beans. We got our beans going here. Any kind of bean, that gives us our protein and our fiber, especially. O is for onions, these alliums that are onion, garlic, leek, shallot, scallions, chives. They are not only nutritious because they do have nutritional value, but they also have phytochemicals that are great for our body that we don't get from other foods. M's, same thing. They're not necessarily nutritious as far as vitamins and minerals. M is for mushrooms, but they have elements that are highly effective as phytochemicals for our bodies. G-B-O-M-B, berries, all the berries we can get in us on a daily basis because they are not only full of fiber, but they also have antioxidants that are very, very effective in maintaining our immune system. And then finally, S for seeds and nuts, which is where we get a lot of our omega-3 fatty acids. So this recipe is filled with the onion, celery, tomato, spices that add a lot of flavor, but also dates instead of sugar, and raisins to sweeten it up, and all whirred into the blender. So before I started this video, I cooked together the savory ingredients of his recipe, let them cool slightly, put them into the blender, and this is what I ended up with. And I added a couple of things on my own, and I'll note that. You can go with his recipe or add the few things that I added, just because every cook tweaks the recipe in some way, at least I always do. Then the other is from Jill Nissinau. She has a master's in science. She works a lot with keeping the nutrition of the population uppermost in front of our legislators, because unfortunately the producers of meat and processed foods have a very strong voice because they give a lot of money, and so she's always watching for legislation And she's also a registered dietitian, and this is a marvelous book. And this one is where I got the recipe for her barbecue beans that were done completely in the Instant Pot. And I began with dry beans. Soaked them overnight, the baby red kidney beans, and I used the dry beans. I did 2 pounds instead of 1 pound for either recipe. And I could have done them for Joel Fuhrman's recipe, or simply taken the kidney beans out of a can. In this case, in the recipe that Jill Nissinau has outlined, we do use a dry bean to start with, because when we put them in the pan, it goes into a pan with already sauteed onions in it that have been flavored with smoky paprika and bay leaves, and then we add everything else to it. So I'm going to open this up. We add some things before it's cooked and then some things after. Well, the end product here, after it cooked and after I added the seasonings, and you'll have the recipe and you can see what they are, is a nice thick, I'm going to bring it over, but it's a little hot. And let me see if I can show you with a spoon. Well, you know what I'll do? I'm going to spoon it up. Well, let me show you first. But it's a nice thick bean that is very, very dark brown. Can you see? Like you'd expect a barbecue bean that's very, very flavorful. Joel's is going to be, Dr. Joel Fuhrman's is going to be a little different. I'm going to use the same spoon. So both of these used 4.5 cups, what amounted to 4.5 cups of cooked beans. One starting dry, and in this case I could have used canned, and so that could be faster for you. But then I chopped up and cooked these vegetables to create a barbecue sauce. Now this is to be cooked for an additional 25 minutes. And he said, no need to use all of the sauce. You can use that for another recipe if you like. There. And then this will go in a pan, cook down a little bit. I'll be putting it into, I'll be putting it into this, and then bake it and bring it with me hot to our destination, put it in a box, have a cover on it, and bring the beans hot to be served to the group. This one, I would do the same. I'm not sure which one I'm going to bring, because one of them we're going to eat tonight and then freeze the rest, and then the other one we'll bring. So I'll have to decide. But in any case, I thought it'd be fun for you to have the recipes from two masters in the kitchen. If you'd like, you can make it and let me know which one you liked if you're going to make both. I hope you're having a great day. Oh, I didn't introduce myself properly. I am Nan Simonson. I am a health coach, but I'm also an author. I wrote Aging Powerfully. The book was published December 27th of 2021. It was an Amazon bestseller in the first month. And within, a week and a half, I turned 70. And the point of the book was that we can live and age powerfully by making good decisions about the way we treat ourselves. And one of the ways that I highlight in my own life and have for the last 3 years is with a whole food plant-based diet. The closer we get to eliminating animals and filling our diet with the foods that love us back, the healthier we get. And I've seen that in my own life. So enjoy my recipes, enjoy my cooking channel, and know that what you eat will be oil-free, sugar-free. I'll use a little bit of salt occasionally, and be highly nutritious. I make these recipes for the clinic that I work through, Lifestyle Medical in Riverside in Redlands, California, by doing a cooking class that we call Recipes for Longevity, because it'll make the difference in the way we age. Hope you're having a great day, because I'm going to. Help me spread the word, give me a thumbs up, and hope to see you soon. Bye.